front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizushea and Johnson. Karis LeVert is out there with Daniel. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Porzingis.
Outstanding vision there from the Latvian. Porzingis showing he can read the floor, capable of setting his guys up.
Okongwu offline with his 3. And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. And White kicks to Brown. Rebounded by the Hawks. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And stolen by White. Brown wide open. He fires. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Down low.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Johnson, following the shot by Drew Holiday. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Out to Porzingis, shoots the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Daniels with it. He's against Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. And it's White with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Tatum against Johnson. Got a piece of it. Rizushea with the steal. Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the recognition there from LeVert? Coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
Holiday, the pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now LeVert. Here's Rizushea. Misses the 3. Brown the pass to White. The kick out to Tatum. Brown outside. Johnson against Tatum. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Out to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. And the turnover again by Boston.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Now LeVert, following Drew Holiday's 3-point attempt. Good on the 3-point shot.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Holiday, still without a basket. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Okongwu down low. Guarded by Tatum. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Tipped away. Here's Holiday. Plays it up and banks it in.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
It's LeVert with the drive.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam. Here he goes. And here they come. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
The Atlanta shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. Here is Daniels. Pass to LeVert. The floater. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, real.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Hawks ahead. They lead by 7. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
LeVert against White. LeVert the pass to Johnson. And stolen by Tatum. Here's White. Rebound, Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. LeVert with it. Picked up by Brown. Back to LeVert. Johnson against White. Okongwu with the screen on White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And that one's good. Daniels.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Holiday attacking. Pass to Tatum. Back to Holiday for 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
On the jam by Tatum.
Don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
White against LeVert. On the wing, Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over White. Daniels, no good. Celtics trail by 8. And White kicks to Holiday. Outside, Porzingis, the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. LeVert the pass to Johnson. 41 seconds left in the first half. Okongwu. Basket good. Okongwu's now got 6 in the quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And it's 7 points for Porzingis. And here's Daniels. 14 points for him. And it's off from three-point range. There's Tatum. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
How about the speed with which Tatum gets down the court? Awesome at reading the defense and then exploiting the opportunity in the open floor.
Okongwu with a screen on Tatum. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you up. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Young. Clint Capella is out there with Larry Nance. Then there's George Niang. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. Young. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pritchard passes to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Off target from outside. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this score. The defense has been non-existent.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Hawks leading by 8. Capella kicks to Young. It's the 3-point bomb. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Young. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pritchard passes to Horford. Here's Pritchard, back to Horford. The rebound by Niang.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Shot's good from Young. Young's got 9.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Here's Craig with the drive. Here's Pritchard, defended by Young. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Atlanta leading by 8. Young outside. Rebound by the Celtics. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Craig. And the layup's good off the glass. Craig's got his first bucket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Capella. Back to Young. Nance sends a screen for Young. Nance with it, and stolen by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Here's Craig, outside Horford. Now Craig. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Hauser. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Pritchard, defended by Young. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Here's Hauser. Here's Craig. Nance with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 6. Here's Niang. Pass to Capella. Man with it. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Horford, no luck. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the wing right side. Hauser the pass to Horford. Can they get it? Wow! Huge buzzer beater!
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Here's Johnson. Right out of the Raptors. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Three-pointer, Daniels. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. Holiday dishes to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Okongwu with a screen on Holiday. Buries it down low. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Daniels, guarded by Holiday. Plenty of space. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 9. White with it. He's picked up by LeVert. Count that bucket.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Daniels, and he jams it with authority.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Holiday, the pass to Bryant.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Holiday, left side. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
And that one's good. Daniels. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Holiday. LeVert against White. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by LeVert.
And boy, you have to be impressed with LeVert's composure in the clutch. That kind of confidence will take you a long way.
The kick out to Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. This one for 3. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
at the line for 2.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Out to Porzingis. Launches a three. No good on that one. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on White. Shot from the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Holiday to the right side for 3. Porzingis nails it from 3.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
And here's Ingram. About a minute played here so far in the first. 5 on the clock. Pass to Barnes. Boston pulls it in. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Boston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Holiday finds Brown. Back to Holiday. Pirtle grabs a miss.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. The crossover. Holiday drives in. And Holiday powers it home.
Yeah, that's some flashy stuff from Holiday. I mean, those moves give confidence that carry over into your shot.
And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Looking like a spider attacking a fly. Ingram came at the rim with fierce intentions.
Here's Dick. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's Barrett on the wing. Second shot opportunity. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Outside Holiday. And it's off from 3-point range. Toronto trailing. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Brown. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Scotty Barnes on the receiving end of that one.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
Here's Ingram. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Ingram's got 9 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Porzingis with a screen on Barrett. Barrett against Holiday. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
He is such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Here's Barrett, and he drives in. Oh, big finish! finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Poke loose. Here's Barnes. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Celtics have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Porzingis. Over Pirtle. Rebound by the Raptors.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Ingram on the wing. It could go. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Toronto out in front. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Dick, and it's Barrett in at the 3. Here's White, back to Brown. The kick out to White. Holiday up top. Fires from deep. White can't hit. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. That one falls. Barrett's got 8 points.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Tatum passes to Brown. Tatum against Barnes. Tatum inside. And finished off by Tatum.
A reverse slam? That was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Celtics ball.
So it's Boston now. They trail by 1. Oh, Brown gonna go get it. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Holiday with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game.
You like to see Ingram working hard on D, using his length to contest the shot and disrupt the shooter.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor. It's stolen by Barnes. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Great use of length by Ingram, rising up to collect the alley-oop pass and slam it down.
Here's Holiday, and Holiday powers it home.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Celtics trail by 6. White, the pass to Tatum. Porzingis surveying the floor. Outside, Brown. And he's going for the lob. Oh, Kristaps, the finish.
You see the reach of Porzingis. His length is what makes him a prime-time alley-oop threat.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday, showing up the defense with a jam.
Picked by Pirtle. Ingram on the wing, defended by Brown. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Here's Ingram, and Porzingis with the block. Now the Celtics on the move. And Holiday powers it home.
Terrific night for Holiday so far, and I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
The shot by Pirtle, no good. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Barnes. Ingram with the ball. Pass to Dick. Here's Barnes. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. What a game we're seeing from Drew Holiday.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And clearly, he needs no time to warm up.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. Back to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Abaji. And the Raptors, another 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Hauser. Banked it in off the glass. Hauser's got his first points in this one.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Quickly outside. To the paint. Here's Walter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Back to Quickly. From outside the arc. And the Raptors, another 3.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
when you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Toronto foul. Walter, first personal foul, first team foul.
A three off the inbound. Pritchard, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Gets the three ball to go.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
To stop the run, knocks it down from distance. Hauser's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm grilling for my revenge.
Pass to Mobo. Outside for Boucher. Four on the clock. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Raptors lead by 10.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Cornette. Back to Pritchard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Raptors.
What is going on right now?
Raptors lead by 10. Walter from outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Oh, just a beautiful textbook bounce pass. You love to see it.
1:10 left in the third. Hauser passes to Pritchard. They set the pick. Here's Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Cornette. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Quickly. And he lays it up and in. Quickly's got 8.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Horford. Back to Pritchard. Outside Craig. Pass to Cornette. Over Boucher. Oh, rejected by Boucher. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Abaji. 6 points for him. To the inside. Bobo.
A great job to establish position and square up.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's Tatum with the 3. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And so it's Toronto, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. Back to the game after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page?
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. There it is, the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Grady Dick out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. Ingram against White. Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It seems like Jakob is always ready to attack the rim. He found a nice opening that time.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. Down by 12. Pass to Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one. Toronto has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Dick, the pass to Barnes. Ingram with a screen on Tatum. Outside Ingram. From deep three-point land. Holiday grabs the miss. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Outside White. White coming through.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Here's Barrett. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Oh, deflected. White with a steal. Here's Brown. No good. Some solid defense from Ingram. Toronto leading by 8. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Tatum against Barrett. Back to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. On the take. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
The length of Ingram is something else. Gets up to slam it in a second's notice because of it.
Tatum with a screen. And the basket by Holiday.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Ingram against White. Outside Ingram.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Barrett. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The shot by Ingram, no good. Celtics trail by 7. Holiday finds Tatum. Tatum with a screen. Holiday with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. And it's Tatum missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Barnes. Good work defensively by White. Boston's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Holiday passes to Tatum. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
White for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors lead by 7. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pirtle. Now Ingram. With some arc. Good D by Porzingis. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
The 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ingram on the wing, defended by Porzingis. Porzingis against Ingram. Soft touch off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 9.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Fires away from way outside. Rebound Toronto.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And so Toronto takes the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
Got some. Great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Ingram, and it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Count it, good.
Well, when Ingram gets the ball on the inside, his length can really help him out to create shot opportunities.
Young outside, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now Young, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. And that one's good. Ricochet.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
Ingram attacking. Here's Dick. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yes, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 Conference Finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck and middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Now here's Ingram. Defense right on him. Clock at 4. Kept alive. Barnes kicks to Ingram. And he's good on the 3-ball. Ingram's got 5.
They expect Brandon Ingram to give them a constant inside-outside threat. He's got to go ahead from three-point line whenever he wants it.
Now, here is Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
Here's Dick, defended by Young. Now Dick. Here's Ingram. The kick out to Barnes. No good. That would have tied it. The Hawks leading by 3. Young outside. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Johnson. No good on the shot.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
A nice shot by Young.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
It's Barrett on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Ingram right side. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Ingram's got his third bucket of the night.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Young against Barrett. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that one misses.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Richichet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Dick can't get it to go. It's deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Here's Richichet. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Hawks on top, up by 3. We've got... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
So the Raptors 5 right now. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Grady Dick. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. Outside, Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. And Barrett slams it in.
And you love that. Just that quick first step. And RJ up and over the D.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Craig, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
So tricky there with the floater and a nice touch from Trae Young.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Barnes screen on Young. Here's Dick. It's good. This game is all even. Dick's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. Chris Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. Now here's Ingram. D right on him. Fires the 3. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
That's good. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Johnson's shot is off. Raptors trail by 3. Dick passes to Ingram. Ingram a screen on Young. Dick can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Young finds Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. .109 left in the second quarter. Now here's Ingram. He's covered closely. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Johnson. Pass to Daniel. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. In the corner, it's Ingram. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
Daniels kicks to Okongwu. Johnson with a screen on Boucher. Count the basket. Okongwu's now got 4 this quarter.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Boucher. It's Dick on the wing. Defended by Young. It's Dick on the wing. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were an average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Dick.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And he drives in, and Okongwu slams it in.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
31. The Raptors. 27.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Grady Dick in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Nance. Karis LeVert is out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's George Niang. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Quickly with it to the inside. Bertle, the pass to Quickly. Puts up a deep 3. That shot, no good. Atlanta leading by 6. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Niang finds LeVert. Capella sets a screen for LeVert. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Here's Abaji. Scoreless thus far. Quickly against LeVert. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Nance sets a screen for LeVert. From downtown, it's good from long range. LeVert's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
Quickly against LeVert. Now, here's Quickly. And that one, good. Quickly's got his first points of the night.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Lets it go from the wing, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
Here's Quickly. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Man, quickly covering. 1:51 left in the third. And there's the drive. Man passes to Nance. Misses the baby hook.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Pass to Walter. It's stolen by Capella. Nance with it. Now guarded by Vertil. A 3. A second chance effort. Now Man. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Raptors trail by 7. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. They set the screen. And it's Quickly missing.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
1:03 left to play in the third. Three-pointer, LeVert. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. LeVert's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hawks. Here's Mobo. Here's Abaji. He's covered by Niang. Just 3 to shoot. Abaji, the pass to Vertil. Shoots over Capella, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks leading by 10. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than the average number.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. LeVert hits both of them. Raptors trail by 12. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Man. Here's Boucher. Out to Barrett. Driving in. And Barrett slams it in.
RJ does such a nice job of just changing speeds out there. And when he does that and picks the right angle, he'll score.
Now here's LeVert. Dick defending. And now Dick moving the ball. No one back to stop him.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Up in time. That one doesn't drop. Caris LeVert has been on display for the Hawks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Ingram is out there with Dick. And it's Boucher in at the center, filling out the middle. And Johnson with the stop.
Well, this team has trusted Young's ability to run an offense, and that includes him finding teammates.
Barnes outside. Ingram a screen on Johnson. Barnes in the corner, Barrett with it. Ingram deciding where to go with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Rizachet.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Yes, that goes in. And that's 15 points for Grady Dick.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Crafty move. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Ingram outside. Pass to Barnes. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dick sets a screen for Ingram. Clock at 6. A baseline J. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Ingram. The kick out to Barnes. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Okongwu a screen. Here's Daniels. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. Raptors trail by 7. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Dick. To the paint. Johnson against Barnes. Back to Dick. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer.
Like the defensive effort from Young there. He gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
Pass to Okongwu. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. .133 left to play here in the fourth. Okongwu with a screen on Barrett. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Boucher sends it back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Daniels.
And this kid, Ricochet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Inside. Young with the steal.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hawks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Dick, that's good.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Shoots. And it's Ricochet missing. And Toronto has possession. 8-point game. Ingram outside. Count it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Ingram stepping up and sensing the moment.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart. Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Chris Boucher, assistant foul.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Launches it. Boucher with the rebound. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Daniels. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy. Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
This game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
And the starting group for the Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Holiday. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. It's stolen by Johnson. He's all alone. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So it's Boston now. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. White. And a missed layup. And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate. And they've swayed the outcome of games.
But you cannot allow Caris LeVert to square up from D. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
And the basket by Holiday. The Hawks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I asked him what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player. He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively, that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Daniels, following the bucket by the Celtics. Clock at 4.
You have to love the mindset of Porzingis trying to contest every shot he can. Plays with so much energy.
Tatum finds Holiday. Here's Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Inside. Tatum with a steal. It's stolen by Okongwu. Johnson passes to Okongwu. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Tatum. Into the lane. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Here's Daniels. Johnson a screen on White. LeVert outside. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Daniels. Johnson a screen on Brown. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Celtics trail by 5. Now Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Off target from three-point range. And out on the wing, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
Porzingis misses. The Hawks lead by 8. Down low. And Rizachet, the bucket, on the assist from LeVert.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Rizachet, defended by Brown. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Knocks down the long J. Holiday's got 5 points.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
36 seconds left in the first quarter here. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 7. Porzingis for 3. And the Celtics another 3.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Here's Daniels. 12 seconds left in the opening quarter. He shoots it. The rebound, Celtics. Here's Brown. Drives. Oh, hey! How about that?
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're...
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Atlanta on top. They lead by a bucket. And will return shortly. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Karis LeVert is out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Hawks 5. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Now here's Holiday. He's covered closely. Porzingis for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, the dunk by Kongwu.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Johnson. Oh, my! Wow! Way up there in the rafters.
No one is stopping that. Wait, did he just do that? That's a dunk you usually only see in practice.
Hey, that's true, but you're off the lob. Jason Tatum.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Johnson a screen on Holiday. Daniels passes to Kongwu. Back to Daniels from the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside to LeVert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Celtics ball.
The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. Back to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Tatum. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first half. Johnson. Ooh, Locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Holiday taking his time here.
Atlanta foul. Daniels. His second. Team second.
Here's Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Well, Karis LeVert, the vertical is special. That is nicely done.
35 seconds left in the first half of this game. And the basket by Holiday.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Boston foul. Drew.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws here tonight.
15 seconds. Dyson. Daniels.
No good on the free throw. So Boston ends up going with a new group. That one's no good. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And that one drops for him. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Daniels. Off target from outside.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Johnson. He got it up in time when it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Celtics. They lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Johnson.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Luke Cornett out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Hauser in at the 2. 4-3, hits the trifecta. Hauser's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, it takes some guts to pull up from three-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. It's an even 3-on-3 break. On the wing man, Horford covering. Outside Young, that's the screen. Fires the 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Young. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. The 3 from Craig. That one no good. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Young from long range. Here's Capella, the kick out to Young. Second chance shot, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
With how great a shooter Young is, defenders bite on that pump fake a lot.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Outside Young. Young on the drive, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 7 now in this quarter.
The quicks off Trae Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Pritchard, the pass to Cornette. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now the Hawks with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Nance finds Capella. Back to Nance. Horford with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Craig passes to Hauser. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Screen by Horford. Craig with it. Nance covering. Craig no good. The Hawks lead by 3. Nance right side. Stripped it away. Horford outside. The shot no good. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Craig with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And Horford gets it to go. Horford's got his first bucket in this one.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Here's Young. Fearless from Young inside.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Celtics trail by 3. There's a screen. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. 55 seconds left in the third, and he makes it on the layup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Right side Young. Capella, screen on Horford. It's Nance off the drive. Count it. Good. Nance has got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the agility of Larry Nance Jr.? So good switching gears, getting into the lane.
Here's Pritchard. Capella with a block. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good, man.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays. But you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Hauser. He's guarded by man. Chalk up 2 there. Hauser's got 7 points.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Young looking for an opening. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Atlanta on top. They lead by... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Hawks lead by 3. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Risache in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Holiday. Here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
Here's Here's Daniels. He's covered by Holiday.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Daniels, third person. Team first.
Now off the inbound. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. LeVert outside. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. From the top of the key, Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Holiday. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Terrific night for Holiday so far, and I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
Here's LeVert, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Daniels.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. Here's Rizachet, defended by Brown. Tries it from 16.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
Holiday passes to White. Outside Holiday. Takes the 3. Sinks it from distance.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Daniels. With the drive. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Tons of first-step quickness from Daniels.
White finds Tatum. And then Tatum slams it in.
Jason Tatum under duress of the shot clock. Big moment, no problem.
Back to Daniels. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Yep, that one goes. Daniels has got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Right side Holiday. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Here's Daniels. He's covered by Holiday. Johnson a screen on Holiday. Here's Daniels. Pass to Johnson. And the bucket is good. And the Hawks lead by 6.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Rebounded by Johnson.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Daniels passes to LeVert. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by White. 6 to shoot. Here's Daniels. Shoots over White. Daniels misses.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Pass to Porzingis. It falls! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Kristaps Porzingis in a big spot, not an inch of back down. That is beautiful.
LeVert goes against White. Count it!
That was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final second. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Barnes after Jaylen Brown's miss. Dick passes to Purtle. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And it's Ingram missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Brown, no good.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Ingram passes to Dick. Back to Ingram. And he lays it straight in. Ingram's got the first basket of the game for the Raptors.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Ingram. Purtle with a screen on Tatum. Here's Ingram. Pass to Purtle. Over Porzingis, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Purtle. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's Barnes with the drive.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like it drank for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Brown. Out to White. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Dick.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The Raptors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Barrett the pass to Barnes. A minute 20 left in the first. Pass to Purtle. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the middle. Here's Purtle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Holiday against Barrett, and Holiday throws it down.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
Dick finds Barrett. Back to Dick. Fires from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And already a terrific three-point shooter. Look at the range of Grady Dick.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Brown outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Raptors up 1. We'll be back shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open three, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Grady Dick is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the 5. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Holiday against Barrett. Outside Holiday. And here's Porzingis for a 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors with the lead. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Holiday. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
Barnes to the left wing. Pirtle with the ball. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in. Pirtle's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 6 points for Jaylen Brown.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Barnes passes to Ingram. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Pirtle has it in the corner. Boston grabs the miss. White dishes to Tatum. That 3 off the mark. Toronto's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Spins and slam dunk by Ingram.
Going for a dunk. Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Knocked away. And stolen by Barrett. Goes up. Oh, and the jam by Barrett.
This guy is a fantastic athlete. Barrett looking like a man on a mission with that slam.
Holiday looking over the floor. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in. And now an 8-point Toronto lead. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Out against Barnes, and it's Barnes sneaking it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. A nice shot by Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
To the inside, Porzingis with the steal. And here comes one, leading the fast break. Tatum from three.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Attacking the rim at full speed. No one wanted to get in Brown's way.
Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And it's finished off by Boucher.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Ingram setting a pick for Dick. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Tatum driving inside. That'll do it for the first half. Raptors lead by 7. Step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the floor for Boston, Torrey Craig is out there with Horford. And it's Cornette in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Here's Quickly. That one goes in. Quickly's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Quickly. Guarded closer. No good with the layup. Pritchard passes to Craig. Horford kicks to Craig. Pass to Hauser. It's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's quickly, and that one is stuck right through.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Pritchard. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 12. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the triple. Cornette. It's good on the putback.
You have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
Now, here's quickly. He's guarded closely. From outside the arc. Rebound, Boston.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
There's a screen. Here's Pritchard. Abaji pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Pass to Hauser. Shot clock at 6. With the teardrop, Mobo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Abaji. They get it back. And he lobs it up toward the rim and stolen by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And 1:01 left to play here in the third. Here's Hauser. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Quickly the pass to Abaji. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. Pirtle, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Dives for it. And stolen by Horford.
Number 19,
41 seconds left in the third. Picked by Horford. Here's Hauser. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Now just a 5-point Raptor lead.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And here's quickly for 3. Craig pulls it in. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Abaji. Connects from 3-point range. Abaji's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the paint. Here's Cornette. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And here's quickly for 3. And that one is off. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Brandon Ingram's out there with Grady Dick. And it's Barrett at the small forward spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto leading by 8. Over in the corner, Barnes trains the three-pointer. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Aggressive and physical. Barrett creating the contact there to draw the foul.
Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Boucher with a screen on Brown. Barnes passes to Boucher. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Driving the lane. And it's finished off by Boucher.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Barnes against Brown. Now Barnes. It's stolen by Brown. It's tipped. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's Tatum completing the break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Brown with it. Started now by Barnes. Porzingis kicks to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And he jams it right over Scotty Barnes. Wow.
Well, you got to foul Brown harder than this because he does convert well through contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Toronto?
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
4 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And it's White with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Here's Barnes. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Jake with it. He's picked up by White. It's Dick on the wing. Pass to Boucher. Over Porzingis. Boucher's shot is off. Celtics trail by 7.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Out to White. Holiday sets the pick for White. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim.
Oh, that was some power on that dunk.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking, and he shows up big when they need him most. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
Outside Holiday. Dick with the steal. Off on that one. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that
Center position is obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on them.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Ricochet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5. Here's Daniels. And the 3 off target. And here is Barrett. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Young. Top of the key. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
After years of competing for championships and winning one, Toronto is suddenly in a rebuild phase, Brent.
Yeah, they had a familiar roster for many years, and then last couple of years a little bit underperforming, trying to find some guys to stabilize where their franchise is going. It's a bit of a reset in Toronto.
Atlanta again missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
And I'm impressed with R.J. Barrett and his body control when he's around the basket like that. Good finish.
Now here's Young. Johnson a screen on Barrett. With the teardrop. And Young gets it to go.
Now what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Ingram with the ball. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. The shot misses. Good D by Kongwu. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Barnes finds Pirtle. Tries again. Crafty move. And it's good on the lay-in.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Drills it from deep.
Well, if you're going to allow Trae to squeeze off a 3, he's going to squeeze hard.
Here's Barnes. Takes it inside. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Hawks trail by 5. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, BA? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is a dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian.
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. Here's Barnes. Count it. Barnes has got his second basket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. Ingram with the ball. Now Kongwu defending. And that one's good. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
Hawks trail by 5. Young looking for an opening. lays it up and banks it in. Young's gotten his third basket of the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
And that one's good. Young's got 9 points.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
Picked by Pirtle. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Now here's Ingram. The D's right on him. Inside. It's stolen by Okongwu. It's a one-on-one situation. The three from Rizashe. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Rizashe will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Here's Ingram. He has 7. Picked by Pirtle. Back to Dick. It'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Toronto. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, showing grit on the glass is a good way to gain an advantage. They control the boards in the first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Grady Dick out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Pirtle in at the center position, filling out the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And this guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anywhere.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
That gives them the lead.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Ingram with a deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
Ingram's confidence growing. When he steps up early in the clock like that to shoot a 3 ball, man, that's showing some signs.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't.
Yes, sir!
Oh, my!
Throw that one up top. What a play. Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Atlanta on the push again. Here they come.
And really showing the athleticism. Flying solo.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Barnes the screen. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
And right now, people wanting to tune in as Brandon Ingram is putting on a show.
Barrett against Young. Pass to Johnson. Outside Young. Second chance effort. Now Okongwu launches a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his third foul so far. Well, Brent, league-wide, more and more points being scored. You see that tapering off at any point?
BA, with all the rule changes and what we're seeing in terms of the skill set of players growing, I mean, the scoring is just going to keep going. How far can we go? I don't know. I feel like we're topping off a little bit. The only way we're going to score more points in the game is add more time to the clock.
Barrett passes to Boucher. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Raptors lead by 1.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Okongwu. Another shot. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Outside Ingram. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
Now here's Young. He's got 13. Outside Barnes. Knocks it loose. It's an even 3-on-3 break from deep. Johnson. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Barnes passes to Boucher. Dick with it. Young's there. Outside Ingram. On the wing, Grady Dick. Guarded by Young. Dick gets the bucket.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Barrett against Young. There's the screen by Johnson. 3 seconds left. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Dick. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Hawks ahead. They lead by 4. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. George Niang out there with Larry Nance. Then it's Caris LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Mann in at the 2. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto.
Coming onto the floor for your...
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 7. Now here's Niang. He's closely guarded. Pass to Mann. And here's Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Agbaji. And he makes it. Agbaji's got his first points of the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Oh, got that one up quick. Man's got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
And it's rejected. Pass to Niang. LeVert goes against quickly. Pulls it. Another one falls for Atlanta.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And that one's good.
Quickly didn't hold back there, taking some contact inside if he has to.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Here's Mobo. Agbaji knocks it down from distance. Agbaji's got 5 points.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Dance outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Out left to the wing. Niang, pass to Capella. Quickly against LeVert. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes. LeVert's got his second basket on the night.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Pass to Agbaji. There's the help with LeVert. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Mobo, guarded by Capella. Now Boucher. Goes back up. Good. Boucher's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Nance outside. Back to man. Pass to LeVert. Banked it in off the glass. LeVert's got 7 points.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push LeVert farther away from the basket than that.
Here's Agbaji. 5 points in the game. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
Shot clock at 6. Quickly against LeVert. And it's Quickly with a miss. The Hawks lead by 8. Nance for 3. The offensive rebound. LeVert outside. From downtown. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now. To the wing on the left. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's LeVert. He's got 7. Niang, the pass to LeVert. Nance for 3. He buries it from 3. Nance has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Here's Niang. And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Grady Dick. And it's Barrett in at small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Rizachet. On the wing, Daniels. No good on the 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at it. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Rizachet. Johnson a screen on Ingram. Here's Rizachet. Toronto grabs the miss.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Outside Barnes. Here's Dick. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Down low. Ingram on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Back to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
He has the right partner, Ingram, creating the offense in the pick and roll, and that's a nice read.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Daniels. No good on the triple. Raptors trail by 4. And here's Ingram outside. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Daniels. Guarded by Dick. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Okongwu, guarded by Barrett. The Hawks need to get one up here.
What a move by the light-footed rookie. Rizachet driving in to get a bucket.
Now here's Dick. Picked by Pirtle. From deep 3-point range. Dick with a miss. Atlanta leading by 6. Daniels passes to Johnson. He takes it in. Yes, it's good.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Dick. Fires in the triple. Dick's got 6 here in the quarter.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Johnson a screen on Barrett. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And here's Okongwu for 3. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
And Trae Young playing floor general here. So good and so quick at finding the open man. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Back to Johnson. 1:16 left in the fourth. A deep 3. Daniels misses. Toronto's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Barrett against Young. Launches it from deep. Barrett can't hit.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Dick, the pass to Ingram. Outside Dick. There's the triple. Rebounded by Johnson. The steal. Outside Ingram. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
This is why you love Brandon Ingram.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And Young, here we go. Soft touch off the glass.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Here's Dick. From outside, off the mark. So this one belongs to the Hawks. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready, and thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.